Defense news in a nutshell. Your fortnightly guide to all that's happening in MINDEF and the SAF in under 5 minutes. Here's what happened from 29th September to 11th October. Following Indonesia's acceptance of the Singapore government's offer of haze assistance, 34 SAF personnel, including men from the Army's 3rd Transport Battalion, a Republic of Singapore Air Force or RSAF Chinook helicopter, and a 6-man disaster assistance and rescue team from the Singapore Civil Defence Force or SCDF, have been deployed to help fight the forest fires in Sumatra, Indonesia. Flown to Palembang on 2 RSAF C-130 aircraft, the team have since identified various hotspots and water sources and commenced water bombing via a 5,000-litre helibucket hoisted by the Chinook. The haze situation was amongst issues discussed by Minister for Defence Dr. Ng Eng Hen and Indonesian Defence Minister General Retired Riamizat Riyakudu during Dr. Ng's recent work visit to Jakarta. At the bilateral meeting, the ministers reaffirmed the close and long-standing defence relations between Singapore and Indonesia and discussed ways to enhance bilateral defence cooperation. As part of the visit, Dr. Ng also called on Indonesian Coordinating Minister for Political, Legal and Security Affairs, General Retired Luhut Panjaitan. Information sharing and coordination was the focus of this year's exercise Southeast Asia Cooperation and Training, or SEACAT, a multilateral naval exercise led by the United States Navy and involved Singapore, Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines and Thailand. The training was conducted in 2 phases. Exercise planning at the Changi C2 Centre, followed by the sea phase, which consisted of ship tracking and boarding operations. Started in 2002, exercise SEACAT aims to enhance information sharing and coordination of security forces in response to maritime threats such as piracy and terrorism.
Understanding how to communicate better, understanding the processes and the tempo of communication is the most important thing we do in any operation or exercise.
Once we understand each other, like what are our key objectives and how we contribute to maritime security, we can actually help each other make this entire region safer against various threats like terrorism and piracy.
Dr. Ng Eng Hen officially opened the new Temasek Club, which had relocated from Portsdown Road to Rifle Range Road. The relocation was part of the club's effort to cater to the growing membership of SAF officers and senior military experts, as well as to make way for urban renewal. The new clubhouse is 4 times bigger and houses a range of amenities designed to accommodate members and their families. Some of these include a 38-lane bowling centre, childcare centre, futsal, tennis and badminton courts, as well as a 600-seat banquet hall. Established in 1982, Temasek Club continues to be a place for SAF officers and their families to bond through activities and events. Over 1,700 NS men and their families, as well as personnel from Navy and Army units, took part in this year's SAFRA Swim for Hope. The marathon edition, which challenged participants to swim more than 250 laps, was held across 3 days at various SAFRA clubs across the island.
First of all, I'm very happy that we continue to provide opportunities for our NS men community to do their bit for charity. It allows our NS men to stay fit while having fun as a family.
This event is very good since we are contributing to a lot of beneficiaries, and this will be putting our training to good use and for a good cause.
This year's charity drive saw a record number of participants, raising almost $80,000 in total for 4 beneficiaries: the SAF Care Fund, Aquatics Heart and Hope, Community Chest, and the Singapore Children's Society. For more details on these stories, visit mindef.gov.sg. Now let's check out what's buzzing on our social media channels. While leading a delegation to Brunei for the 3rd Young Leaders Programme, Deputy Prime Minister Teo Chee Hean visited SAF soldiers undergoing jungle survival training, as well as men from the 1st Commando Battalion taking part in a combat swim exercise. Head on to the Army Facebook page to find out more about the visit, where DPM Teo also got to sample some wild but edible food sources. Well, that's our defense news in a nutshell. Get to know us more through one of our social media channels. I'm Dion D'Souza from the Defence Media Centre, signing off.